grave mistake.
Oh.
You are judged by the biggest moves you make. In the NBA specifically, what you do to acquire superstars, bottom line is how you're judged.
And what if it works?
What do you mean?
What if he makes the right play? What if he pulls the Danny Ainge, he doesn't take Markelle Fultz and takes Tatum? What if he doesn't take Cade and takes Jalen Green and Jalen Green's better? You won't be able to make that call. And the trust that I have in Troy Weaver allows me to say, okay, hey, if he believes in it, I'll roll with it. I'm just asking.
So you would give him the blind trust going into this
draft? I'd give him the benefit of the doubt because I think in his short time here, he's had one of the most effective, impactful 12-month runs in recent NBA general manager history. He went to a place that was dead. Bad contracts, bad players, no juice, one draft pick. Spins the one pick into four, comes out of it with a couple all-rookie candidates, nails every draft pick, signs Jeremy Grant, finds these, the Saban Lees, the Frank Jacksons, while executing a tank and getting the number one pick.
Those are seasoned beasts. Seasoned beasts. And you got to do a lot of that, but you ultimately got to get an A guy.
Bring a B+? You want a B+?
No, you don't get a B+ guy. You get an A+ guy.
I have trust in him that whoever he takes, I will be able to, in my mind, go, okay, independent thinker, wants his own guy, happens to have a differing opinion, let's roll with it.
And I get that with Yzerman because you've seen him architect a championship. I haven't seen Weaver do that. So I don't know that the same degree of trust should be handed to Troy Weaver.
How about this?
You can
I
like
have the
what he's
same
done.
degree of trust with Brad Holmes. Until you show me you're an idiot, I generally give you benefit of the doubt.
That's fine, but I think it would be idiotic to avoid the number one consensus player who has the ball in his hand and fits the modern NBA. With Brad Holmes, I agree. Nothing to be upset about with Brad right now. And if Brad goes out and butchers the NFL, the NFL equivalent, the quarterback, then absolutely we could be critical of
All
him.
we're talking about is selecting the right QB. You're judged on whether it works or not. Now, if I like Sam Howell and you like Spencer Rattler and he takes his guy, hey man, it's on him. And all I would tell you is, Troy Weaver, his job is to end up with a really good player. Notice, I didn't say the best player in the draft. I think it's really hard to guarantee, unless it's a LeBron year, a unibrow year, a Zion year, I'm going to get the best player. Look, you may end up with the guy going fourth being better than Cade Cunningham. The object is, take a really good player at one. Do not come out of this with Michael Olo Candy. So I will trust Troy Weaver that what he does at one.
So if he takes Jalen Green, you're going to come on the next day. I don't know if you'll be here, but whenever you're on, you'll say, hey, I believe in him. Because what I'll say is, boy, you're taking all the currency that you built up.
You're taking a risk.
And you're taking one hell of a risk.
What I'll say, I could say I wouldn't have done it, but let's roll with it. How would I criticize them? How would I rip them?
Because you overthought the situation.
Maybe.
And maybe.
Let Danny Ainge overthink Fultz and
Yes,
Tatum.
because all we can do is judge it based on what we know going into this draft. And we know the consensus is Cade is the best player. The consensus is he is the most NBA ready. And the consensus is the way he plays is the way the NBA is.
What if the consensus within Pistons HQ is Jalen Green on a projection scale that we use is not just going to be as good as Cade or a little bit better, has potential to be the superior player in every way. I'm not saying this, and I don't believe this.
I would wonder what cockamamie math they're doing to come up with it.
Okay.
Now, the question for the people is, listen, Troy Weaver's belief in this town is at an all-time high. I think that's a pretty solid statement.
You do realize this man showed up and took the franchise.
Oh, it's wonderful.
That was,
like, this is the real
like
deal.
a dried dog turd. And he, in 1 year, has turned it into beautiful green grass.
He's done everything to set up for this moment. And if he botches and butchers this moment, you should hold him accountable and say, what did this man just do? He was given a gift from the gods. If he doesn't take Cade Cunningham, you should be...
You won't know if he butchered it. That's my only problem with your presentation. If you're talking about...
Mike, I guess we'll check back and we'll do this in 2030 and we'll figure out if he made the right pick.
Then let me ask you this question. So are you willing to go out right here, right now, and just say that Cade Cunningham guarantee he's going to be the best player in this draft.
Yeah.
You believe it?
I believe it. I mean, I can't guarantee the guy's career, but I tell you, he's the best prospect in this draft.
Bottom line is,
he is the guy you take at number one in this draft.
NBA team scout. First things first. Yeah, you look at what the player is right now, but you're also looking at projections. The NBA, you're right. You get in trouble projecting the 7-foot player who does this okay, but you think he'll eventually do it well. I understand all these things.
It's a mess. Some of these guys, the longer they stay in college, they nitpick the games and tear them apart because there's a shiny object who's played 15 games in the G League with no set offense and no set defense, and yeah, he